What if I told you the life you want is hiding behind the things you avoid the most? Not behind comfort, not behind motivation, not behind perfect timing, but behind pain, discipline, and hard things. Because here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Easy choices lead to a hard life. Hard choices lead to an easy life. And most people, they choose easy every single day, and then wonder why their life feels so hard. You wake up tired, so you hit snooze. You don't feel like working, so you scroll your phone. You feel pressure, so you avoid responsibility. And slowly, without even realizing it, you start building a life you never wanted. Comfort is dangerous because it doesn't destroy you in one moment. It destroys you slowly. It convinces you that later is always an option, that tomorrow will be easier, that someday will fix everything. But someday never comes. Only today is real, and what you do today is building your future self. Doing hard things is not punishment, it is training. Every time you do something uncomfortable, you grow stronger, you build discipline, you develop self-respect, you gain control over your life because confidence doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing things you once thought you couldn't. Nobody becomes strong in comfort. Muscles grow under resistance. Diamonds form under pressure. And strong people are built in hard seasons. So when life gets difficult, don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this building in me? There is something you are avoiding right now, a task, a habit, a decision, a conversation, a change. And deep inside, you already know that thing you are avoiding is exactly the thing that will change your life. Because growth always feels like resistance first. Starting feels hard. Continuing feels harder. Quitting feels easy. But easy today becomes regret tomorrow. And pain today becomes power tomorrow. Listen carefully. You will not always feel motivated. You will not always feel ready. You will not always feel strong. But discipline does not care how you feel. Discipline is doing it anyway, because successful people are not different from you. They just made one decision. I will do it, even when I don't feel like it. That is the difference. Not talent, not luck, not timing, but consistency when it's uncomfortable. Every challenge you face is shaping you. The rejection you felt, it built resilience. The failure you experienced, it built wisdom. The pain you went through, it built strength. Nothing is wasted. If you don't quit, you are not stuck. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are being built. And building takes resistance. Most people don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they negotiate with themselves. I'll start tomorrow. Just today, I'll skip. One more break won't hurt. But every negotiation weakens discipline, and every excuse builds a habit of quitting. You don't need more time. You need more honesty. Stop lying to yourself, because your future is listening to everything you say today. Doing hard things gives you something comfort never can. Self-respect, confidence, strength under pressure, freedom from fear. A life you're proud of. Because when you do hard things consistently, you stop being controlled by emotions, and you start becoming the kind of person who leads their own life. There will come a moment, a quiet moment, when you feel tired, when you feel unsure, when you feel like quitting. And in that moment, you will decide who you are, not in words, but in action. Will you choose comfort again, or will you choose growth? Because that decision, repeated over time, becomes your identity. You don't need an easier life. You need a stronger version of yourself. And that version is not built by scrolling, not built by waiting, not built by wishing. It is built by doing hard things when you don't feel like it, when nobody is watching, when it hurts, when it's uncomfortable. That is where transformation happens. So stop waiting for motivation. Start building discipline. Start doing hard things, because one day you will look back and realize the moment you chose discomfort was the moment your life finally changed. You are closer than you think. Don't stop now. Do hard things and become unstoppable. You already know what needs to be done. Deep down, there is no confusion, only resistance. And that resistance is where most people stop, not because they are incapable, but because they are uncomfortable. But here is something you must understand. Your life will not change when things get easier. It will change when you get stronger. And strength is never built in ease. It is built in resistance. It is built in struggle. It is built in moments when everything inside you says, stop. But you keep going anyway. The biggest battle you will ever fight is not outside. It is inside you. It is between what you want right now and what you want most. Right now screams loudly. It says, rest, relax, delay, escape. But what you want most is quiet. It whispers, grow, build, become, endure. And most people lose this war, not because they are weak, but because they never learn to listen to the right voice. Nothing in your life is accidental. Your habits created your body. Your decisions created your situation. Your discipline created your future direction. And if you don't like your life right now, that is not a reason to quit. That is a reason to change. Because life doesn't respond to wishes, it responds to actions. And actions repeated over time become destiny. Most people are not stuck because they don't know what to do. They are stuck because they refuse to do what they already know. They know they should wake up early, but they don't. They know they should work harder, but they don't. They know they should stop wasting time, but they don't. And slowly, that gap between knowledge and action becomes regret, because knowledge without action is useless. Understanding without discipline is failure in disguise. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is information. It is telling you, you are growing. You don't feel pain when you stay the same. You feel pain when you evolve. So when things get hard, don't interpret it as a stop sign. Interpret it as proof. You are moving forward, because nothing meaningful is ever easy, and nothing easy is ever truly meaningful. There is a version of you that already exists, not in your comfort zone, but in your discipline zone. That version of you does not negotiate with excuses, does not wait for motivation, does not quit when it gets boring, does not escape when it gets hard. That version of you shows up every day, no matter what. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are stepping closer to that version. People often think discipline is hard, but they forget something. Staying the same is also hard. Regret is hard. Failure is hard. Watching others succeed while you stay stuck is hard. Living below your potential is hard. There is no easy path, only different types of pain. So the question is not, will I struggle? The question is, what kind of struggle will I choose? Stop waiting. Waiting for motivation, confidence, perfect timing, approval, support. You don't need permission to change your life. You need decision. Because the moment you decide, everything starts moving, not instantly, but consistently. And consistency is what changes everything. You don't transform your life in one moment. You transform it in repeated small decisions. One workout, one early morning, one focused hour, one completed task, one moment of discipline. These small wins stack, and one day you wake up and realize, I am no longer the same person, because you didn't change overnight. You changed daily. Success is not for the smartest, not for the luckiest, not for the most talented. It is for the most consistent, the ones who keep showing up, keep improving, keep pushing forward, even when nobody is watching. Because consistency beats intensity every time. So now you have a choice. You can go back to comfort, or you can step into discomfort that builds your future. You can repeat the same cycle, or you can break it. But understand this, your future self is watching you right now, and every decision you make today is either building their pride or their regret. So do hard things when it feels heavy. when it feels slow, when it feels impossible. Because the truth is simple. Everything you want is on the other side of what you avoid. So stop avoiding it. Face it, do it, become it. And one day you will look back and say, that was the moment I changed everything. There comes a point in your life where excuses stop working, where you get tired of your own delays, tired of your own comfort, tired of knowing you're capable of more, but not living it. And in that moment, everything becomes clear. You realize no one is coming to save you. No perfect moment is coming. No sudden motivation will change your life. It's just you and your decisions. Right now, this is where it shifts. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, but right here. Because the truth is simple. Your dreams are not waiting for you. They are disappearing. Every day you choose comfort. So stop waiting. Stand up, lock in, and do what needs to be done. Even if it's hard, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you're scared. Do it anyway, because that's what separates average from unstoppable. That's what builds discipline. That's what builds power. That's what builds you. And one day, when life gets heavy again, you won't break. Because you trained for this. You chose this. You built this. So when the moment comes, don't hesitate. Don't overthink. Don't step back. Step forward. Do the hard thing again and again and again until hard becomes normal and normal becomes greatness. Subscribe for new videos every day.